Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Ripple Effect. I'm really think my mic might be a little too far away from my face. There we go. So we're gonna start today off with paying Para because he did such an awesome job on our beach. I want to say, um, oh, okay. So I can take the book out and leave a review, but he also has this payment chest here, and I'm just gonna. Okay, so I've left Para a payment. I'm saving it. That way you guys can go watch Para's and see what exactly he paid for. He asked for certain things, so I hopefully hooked him up with said certain things. How do I... Yeah, that's how I take the book. Okay. Yep, nope, not... There we go. Alright, let's add something nice for Para. Alright, finishing with that, I wrote, my beach was bland and drab, but with Para it's now vibrant and full. Thanks, Para. So, hopefully that's a good review for Para. Okay, I want to make sure it was on page 1. But yeah, Para, thanks a lot. The mountain just looks so good right now, and I'm starting to see all the little things it's going to take to make it be presentable. But yeah, so let's go ahead and cut right back to the mountain. We can talk about what we want to work on today. Okay, so if we come out here, you'll see I started to do a bit of a layout. So I have an idea for this section, and I want to put a lighthouse where you see that circle, and then I'm gonna have a bit like of a walking path that comes through the lighthouse. So you're gonna walk basically diagonally through the lighthouse, and then over this way where we're gonna go down basically to this beach. I said basically way too many times right there. And then remember, we're gonna lower these down to the same height as Fisherman's Cove. And this is where our ships are gonna be docked because it's a lot deeper water. It makes more sense for ships to be docked here. And that being said, though, I'm pretty sure I want to build quote unquote my ship out front, not docked. So I think I'm going to end up building like my ship right here, or over there where you see all that tall kelp. Probably rip out a lot of that kelp and put the ship there. Don't have any designs. I have a couple designs for small ships I'm going to do, but my ship, not yet. The other problem is I don't have a design for this lighthouse. I spent a night working out lighthouse designs. I came up with an okay one that was sandstone and brick, and those aren't too hard to get, especially this late in the season. The problem is if I do a brick and stone lighthouse that go up, I have to have like a strong structural support system underneath it. I can't do a wooden support system underneath it. That's not gonna feel right. So I've gotta build a big platform out of stones and such here, and I'm not sure how I want to do that. So basically, like, this whole idea is kind of falling apart on me. I know I want this here, I just don't have the design in mind. I think I'm gonna have to like start doing some research on lighthouses and stuff. Maybe even like a fantasy wizard's tower that I convert the top into a lighthouse. I could do that too, but I don't have a good idea. The second thing I want to get to today is over here. We mentioned this last episode. I've got this spot in between builds right here that I need to put anything. I thought about maybe putting a waterfall right here. That could be kind of cool. Basically cut out a piece of this, maybe like around this edge right here, high Suze, and have the water fall down and then go underneath. I can't remember where my light blocks are. So I don't know if water will wash away the light blocks either. That's something we're going to have to look into. Or maybe we don't even have it flow on the sand. Maybe we just have it drop down into the ground as if the waterfall cuts into an underground cave. That might be better, so that way I don't have to worry about redoing any of this stuff at all. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. I like that. So I think what I'm gonna work on, since I'm struggling with the lighthouse ideas, I think I'm gonna work on the waterfall first, and then we'll get to the lighthouse second. So give me a few minutes. I'm gonna try to do some landscaping, and then I'll be back. All right, guys, we are back, and this is actually 5 days after the last clip. I had to take a bit of a break. Sorry, hang on. I had to take a bit of a break for some personal issues and some things I need to get done, and I'm clicking buttons that I shouldn't be. But yeah, this is where I had left off. I got the water flow correct. This is how I want it. Nothing big and extravagant. I may have wanted it just to go up a little bit higher, but honestly, I think that's really good where it's at. It's got... I wanted to go up higher. Let's see. It's got a cool little flow coming out and then going to the side, then coming down again and expanding some more, and then expanding one more time when it gets to the bottom. I think it looks very cool. So I want to leave it like it is now. I've kind of formed this little outcrop of rock right here. Man, that's a tongue twister. And really all that's kind of left is to decorate it. Now, since there's water flowing down, I want to put some greenery around it, especially these little flat ridges where the waterfall expands and stuff, because obviously we need to make it look like water has been sitting in these areas a while, so it's actually growing something. So I want to try to use moss block more than grass, but we will add some grass, some dirt, maybe some hanging root vines. I haven't really decided if I like that look for the waterfall just yet. I really like it more with the plateaus. But yeah, let me hop off, get to work grinding out some color and everything here, and then we'll be back. Okay guys, so waterfall done, I think. I think it looks pretty good. A lot of moss. Oh, thanks, Suze. And I didn't go all the way up with it because I actually really liked the rocky features towards the top. So we're going to leave it like it is. What I'm going to do real quick is take off, come back, see what it looks like. Yeah, check it out. I like it. It feels natural, blending in with the area. I think we're good. So time to move on to the next project, which is the lighthouse. And I think I've finally come to what I'm gonna do. This platform might not be the right size anymore. I need to do some more math, and I may not have all the blocks I need. So the blocks we're gonna use is dark prismarine, because that seems to tie everything into the base, but that's not the main block. The main block is gonna be calcite, and that's what I'm worried about. I might not have enough calcite, which means I might have to stop in the middle of this time lapse and go get some more, which is going to be painful. But I think that's what I want to use, because I think it'll bring some age to the building. And yeah, I think it's going to look good. That being said, I really don't have that much dark prismarine either. This shouldn't be a problem to get more of. So I'm not too worried about that. The problem is eating, but redoing the size. I found a template for some lighthouses that I really enjoyed. It's going to be taller than the one I had originally planned, which is fine. I'm okay with that. The thing is, I think the base is also wider than I originally planned. This was relatively small. So this whole section might be getting bigger, which means I need to redo this. So I'll get that planned out first, and then I'll start working on the lighthouse itself, which should be time lapse. We do have replay mod back. It finally came out for 1.17.1. So we're going to do that. let me do the planning, and basically next clip should be the time lapse, hopefully. All right, everybody, we're back. You can see the lighthouse is standing. It is definitely far from complete, though. So, calcite, dark prismarine, it'll look a little different than it did during the time lapse. That's for sure. I added a second stripe. Of course, as soon as I start talking, the dog gets up. Come on, Suze. I've added a second stripe so it looks more complete. I've widened it. It was originally 3 tall. It's now 4 tall. I'm kind of thinking it probably should have been 5 tall, but I'm not going to go back right now. Maybe later. We still have to detail the crap out of this thing. So my plan is to start at the bottom. This is going to have a lot of diorite towards the base, because to me a diorite's a more dirty calcite. So we want calcite or not calcite. We want diorite towards the bottom. That's going to fade up into mainly calcite. And then towards the top, we're going to have quartz that's going to fade down more towards the. So as we go up gradually, the lighthouse will get cleaner. I don't know why. That's how I have it planned in my head. And you can see I don't have a top on the lighthouse because it's going to be a functioning lighthouse. This thing will turn on at night, turn off during the day, and it required it's gonna require a lot of these. Not that many, but I went to Duck Chicken Duck's Redstone shop to see if he had restocked it, and he did. So I bought I think it's 18 stacks of observers, because he stacks them by the 16th, and that made my life a lot easier. So I need to work on the redstone real quick for this, then I will bring everyone back once that's complete, and we'll work on detailing. But yeah, give me a few minutes, let me see what I can get done. All right guys, redstone done, and with any luck, hey, we can see it turn on and go. Let's run out here before Carl sleeps. Check it out. Lighthouse is fully functional. Oh, this is great. It's such simple redstone too. It just cost a lot of observers. So I've got it running on the daylight sensor. You can see when there's any kind of, well, I guess moonlight sensor, when there's any kind of moonlight, it'll power this redstone, which will push this forward, which will push this piston down, which gives a update to that observer, which then will push another observer into circuit. You see, it's just a line of observers chasing all around. Matter of fact, we're going to see it hopefully power down here in a second. There we go. And now we're all done. So when daylight comes, it pulls the observer out of the sequence, which then shuts it off because obviously it cannot continue going around in a circle. Super easy redstone. That one's on a pulse because if I were to put a redstone block there, it would bud power the piston down below and would never retract it correctly. So I just do the quick little one pulse and it shoves it in place, and then obviously when it takes that block off, it'll pull it out of place. So we're lucky with that. And really all I have left to do is put a topper on this thing like so. I was thinking, do I want to put a lightning rod up here or anything like that? I still haven't found copper yet, so not that big of a deal. We're going to do all this. As a matter of fact, I actually want my scaffolding and stuff, so I'm going to run down there and grab that. Obviously, we still have so much detail work to do. Let's come down this way. I haven't detailed anything on this guy yet. It's still rather plain. We have up there yet. As a matter of fact, I haven't even edited the time lapse for this yet. So, yeah, I might do that before I start detailing. But, yep, let me wrap everything up there, and then we'll start working on the body of the lighthouse. All right, guys, you can see I finished up the roof line nice and clean. I've changed out the calcite that was around this middle section for dark prismarine, and I've started texturing the base. Well, really just this corner, as we're going to see in a second. So I'm really liking this. This is exactly how I wanted it. And remember, we're going to have quartz coming down. We head this way, you can see like the beginning of the process. You come to this side, yeah, it's just 5 blocks up. And what I do is I just kind of do some randomization up, some randomization down, and just understand whenever I cross the 5 block line, up needs to be diorite, down needs to be calcite. And I'll be doing the same thing up there towards the top. Hopefully this will look good. I was thinking about maybe trying to texture the dark prismarine because it might be a little weird that it's not textured. I'm not sure what to put in its place. Maybe green terracotta would be okay. I don't want to mess it up too much. And also I need to get some dividers here and here to smooth that out a little bit. I don't like how clunky they are. Actually, there's a giant hole in between this divider right here. So we'll have to get something to cover up. It'll probably be more deep slate, doing some kind of half roof awning style thing there. Of course, the more I've been looking at it, the more I kind of wished I had shoved it more into the mountain. But it is what it is. We still need to do the bottom and stuff. I still need to do the entranceway right here and the entranceway on the opposite side leading over there. But I really want to get this thing detailed first. So I'm going to go ahead and start texturizing everything, and then I'll be back when we have essentially a complete or 90% complete lighthouse. All right, we are back, and it's a little less than 90% done. I don't have my walkway going to this, and obviously we don't have the walkway going out of it, but we do have most of the stone structure down here. I want to add some moss, some mossy cobblestone and stuff like that, but I really want to get this video out for you guys on Wednesday. This is Tuesday night, so I've got to record this clip, edit this clip, and then go ahead and render everything, make a thumbnail and stuff. So I'm going to do that now, work on all that little stuff. Next episode, I still have to figure out what to do with this section. I'm getting tired of seeing all the netherrack. I can't wait to clean this up and not worry about it anymore. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and end it here. If you guys enjoyed the episode, hit the like button. If you want more, don't forget to subscribe. And until then, I will see you next time. Later, guys. See you.